Good morning and happy Tuesday. I'm Senior Meteorologist Wesley Williams, and thank you for waking up with Wesley. So we've seen some rain so far this morning across parts of the area. This is our second day in a row of seeing some of these types of hit or miss storms, at least the second day in a row here on the Mississippi coast. We'll take a look at where we've seen rain so far today, how much has fallen, where's raining now at this current moment in time during the 8 o'clock hour, and then we'll take a look at what's to come and the forecast into the week ahead. So without further ado, let's start with a time lapse. This is a time lapse from Gulfport this morning, which was during the 6 o'clock hour. We were watching on Good Morning Mississippi, dark skies to the west of Gulfport as a storm moved ashore near Long Beach, and then that rain washed right on into parts of Gulfport during the 6 o'clock hour this morning. We'll do that one more time for you with the full screen view, and you can just see those dark skies looking toward Long Beach from Gulfport, and then all of a sudden the rain rolls right into the Gulfport area. Now, it was not just raining there, but also in Stone County, and we actually have an MDOT cam located in Wiggins. So let's pull that up. This is a live view as of 8:36 Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025, and in the morning, of course, and that is a look at what's happening now in Wiggins. Looks like the rain is not as heavy there as it was earlier this morning, but that was certainly an area that saw quite a bit of rain so far today. And we'll get a look at some of those totals as we get deeper into the video. Let's take a look at this. Is a look in Gulfport, looking pretty dark with some rain clouds nearby. All right, so here's a look at some of the numbers. How much rain have we seen so far today over the last 6 hours? So from 2 in the morning to 8 in the morning, how much rain has occurred? Well, first of all, you'll notice one thing about this map is that the rain is primarily in Stone and Harrison counties. So the areas that are seeing the majority of the rain on Tuesday morning are right here in the middle of the Mississippi coast. Not close to Louisiana, not close to Alabama, but right here in the middle. So that's Stone and Harrison counties seeing the majority of Tuesday morning's rain. And as far as the rain amounts are concerned, we're getting new estimates coming in this hour showing over an inch of rain near Perkinston, Big Level, and Wiggins. Now to the south of Perkinston, those rain amounts were lower than 1 inch. However, to the east, we've got a new bullseye that just popped up there. Looks like there might be about 2 inches of rain just to the east of Perkinston. So plenty of Stone County has woken up to wet weather on Tuesday morning. Slide on down to Harrison County, and it's the same story. Most of the county has seen some rain. Now, I know that there were some rain showers in Biloxi because I walked out in our parking lot here on DeBees Road and saw some raindrops in our parking lot, and that's about right here on the map. You'll notice this estimate does not show any rain there, but there's a difference. You see, what this map is showing you is estimated measurable rain. Even though we might have seen some raindrops in parts of Biloxi this morning, it's not enough to measure. It doesn't amount to more than, 1/100th of an inch, maybe more than 1/10 of an inch of rain. So it just doesn't really show up on this map, even if you did get some rain there. I know we also saw some rain in parts of Pass Christian and near Bay St. Louis. It just might not show up on this map because I think you basically need about 1/10 of an inch of rain before it starts to register on this particular rain estimate map. So as far as that goes, we'll reset this one and show you, of course, some of those numbers in Gulfport area, around 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain near Lorraine Road, and around 1/2 inch of rain near Highway 49. I wonder what it is just to the north of I-10 there near the Landon community. It looks like about 1/2 inch. And then you go west of that into some higher numbers. So folks very close to Jones Mill, which is basically I-10 by Long Beach, you do have some higher rain totals in that one particular zone, very close to Lyman. You have about a ½ inch to 1.5 inches of rain that took place very close to the areas near Highway 49 and I-10 in Harrison County. So that's where we saw the majority of the rain so far this morning. So what's happening now? Is it still raining as of 8:40 a.m.? And the answer is yes. So those numbers, those estimates that we just showed you, they are in motion. Those numbers are going to go up because the rain has not stopped. And you can still see it is primarily situated in the Stone and Harrison counties. Will this ever get over into George and Jackson counties? It's hard to say. The movement of the rain and storms has been erratic. It has been slow. So it's hard to say if it won't just sit put or if it will actually move just a little bit to the east. Maybe you get some closer to Latimer, LaRue, Ocean Springs, St. Martin. Maybe you get some closer to Bendale in other areas in western Jackson, western George County. But it will really just depend on exactly the motion on this. And as of now, hard to really determine what that motion is with it being so still. Now you take a look at the more zoomed out radar map and you can still see plenty of rain showers in South Mississippi during the 8 o'clock hour, not hitting everyone. They're hitting Stone and Harrison County. They're missing Pearl River and Hancock counties and missing much of George and Jackson counties as well. So we still have this stalled front. This stalled front located to our north is what is kind of locking in this rain chance pattern. And you see rain showers developing along the front closer to Huntsville, Alabama, and Birmingham, Alabama, and Atlanta. And then we also find just kind of some showers that are just perking up and rolling northward like this, just developing from south to north. And that's basically across the southern half of Mississippi. So that's how we're seeing our rain this morning, from those little pop-up showers and storms. And of course, there's some lightning associated with them too. So if you're hearing some rumbles of thunder, you know, there is lightning with some of this activity. In fact, as of the current moment in time, I can show you exactly where there has been a recent strike of lightning detected by First Alert Radar. And that would be in eastern Stone County. So areas here, just to the east of Wiggins and Socher, finding some lightning happening during the current moment in time. Now, the bigger pieces at play here are, one, this large area of decent atmospheric moisture that's sitting on top of our coastline. It's coming out of the Gulf. And two, this high pressure system located to our east. As you know, wind circulates clockwise around a high pressure system. So that is what is helping to pull this Gulf moisture northward up to our coastline and leading to the development of rain showers here. But then furthermore, to add insult to injury, you've got this little stalled front that's located about here. So then the moisture piles up right up toward the front and it just gets kind of trapped there, leading to continued rain chances across the deep south and across the Gulf Coast region. So that's why it's a good idea to keep your umbrella handy, keep your rain jacket handy for any plans Tuesday, as we will see some of these hit and miss thunderstorms in the area from time to time. Rain chance today runs to about 50 or 60%. But the good news is that we are going to see that chance decreasing the closer we get to the weekend. So you can plan on Saturday, Sunday, the chance for rain dropping to around 10% by that point in time, which would certainly be much better for any of your plans heading into the weekend. I will say that this morning during Good Morning Mississippi, we showed you this map about how much rain took place over the last 24 hours. And it's updated a little bit since then, since we've had some rain this morning in Stone and Harrison counties. But the big thing to take away from this is that even though we've seen some rain amounts in South Mississippi around 1 to 2 inches so far this morning, there have been areas in Louisiana near New Orleans where it's been even wetter. And we zoom in to areas in New Orleans. They've seen more than 7 inches of rain near Gentilly, the Gentilly neighborhood, also near Gretna and Algiers, and in parts of New Orleans as well. And our sister station in the New Orleans area, WVUE, actually shared some images from this flooding that happened yesterday in New Orleans area. This was a parking lot of a business, I believe on the West Bank in New Orleans, very close to Gretna. And you can see that water in the parking lot. I mean, if you're walking into this, you can see one person there trying to make up their mind. Right here, they're trying to make up their mind. I'm trying to get to my car. If my car is out here, do I really want to walk through this? It's going to be water up the pants leg. We got somebody out here walking in it. Their socks are probably soaked, and we're up here trying to avoid walking in that puddle, deep puddle in the parking lot. Here's another picture. This was from a drone in that same area, and you can see the cars. They had to park their cars up on the median, or as we call it in the New Orleans area, the neutral ground. They had to park their cars up on there because the water was submerging some of the vehicles that were still parked on the road. This is water that's basically getting into the grill of this car driving. And then one last picture. This was also in that same area, in the New Orleans area, and you can see some of the water creeping up the driveway of this home here. Look at this. It's like you could almost go swimming or at least go kayaking. Look, the whole yard completely underwater there. Same thing here, whole yard underwater. So they definitely had quite a bit of rain there, and this was a video which showed that rain. This was in Gulfport, however, showing how we had rain yesterday, but there was actually a video out of New Orleans area. This was a look at the video of the cars driving through that rain. You can see, look how it comes up on the tires, hopefully no one hydroplaned. There were reports of stalled vehicles in that area yesterday, so unfortunately they got hit with a super soaker of a downpour. And I just want to let you know that it is a possibility that some parts of our area today could see the risk of flooding rain, could see the risk of a strong storm or two. This is the area that is being watched for flooding rain. Fortunately, not over much of the Mississippi coast, mostly to our west, but we're close enough that it is a possibility. And then the last thing we'll leave you with will be that severe weather map, which shows that, yes, the southern half of Mississippi, including right here in our 6 southernmost counties, it is a possibility for a strong storm or two to occur in parts of our area today. So don't be caught off guard by that. If we see some of these hit or miss storms, some of them might get strong, and some of them, of course, could produce some low-level flooding risk in the area. Well, that covered everything for you this Tuesday morning. Hopefully you are staying dry in some of the wet weather that we're looking at. I've been Senior Meteorologist Wesley Williams. Thank you for waking up with Wesley. Have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video.